Hi guys, welcome to another autumn transitional video. So today I wanted to go through some bits I've picked up from Topshop recently for autumn. So I placed a mini Topshop haul. I say mini because there's only 5 items, but these 5 items cost me about £125, and that was with a £25 or 25% student discount. Topshop isn't like the cheapest high street store, it's not the most expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. And you know what, I don't earn thousands and thousands of pounds every week to be able to just buy a whole new autumn wardrobe from Topshop, so I have to buy like key pieces. And I wanted to show you some of the bits that I've picked up. I'm going to be honest, I have tried some of these on, I've already made decisions, but I'm going to talk you through all of that as we go. I have tried to be a lot smarter about shopping this year, so like even like last year, the year before, I always just like, I like that, I'm gonna buy, I like that, I'm gonna buy, I like that, I like buy. It's very like fast fashiony. This year I'm trying to be a lot smarter about it and a lot better at buying pieces that I think will tide me over for multiple seasons. So it's not just going to be autumn this year and then next autumn I'm not going to be able to wear it because it's going to be like out of fashion. It's going to be something that I know is my style, is my taste, and I'm going to wear year on year on year. So I've tried to be a little bit smarter about that, and yeah, I've tried to be a lot better. So these are 5 things that I'd seen on Topshop. I like favorited them, I put them in my wish list like over the last few weeks and stuff, and when it came to like I got paid and I was like, right, I'm gonna buy some pieces, it was the right time. So I've also tried to be very clever about shopping when there's deals on, and when I got this stuff they had their 25% off student discount. You came here to see the clothes, so I'm going to talk you through the clothes. I will show you snippets of me wearing the clothes, what I think about them, whether I'm keeping them, whether I'm taking them back, why I purchased them, all of that fun stuff. And yeah, that is it. I will also link all the items below if you are interested in anything as well. So yes, without further ado, let's talk about the clothes. Weirdly enough, there's only one jumper in this, but yeah, I'm going to end up buying this jumper in every colour. So obviously these are not always all the right hangers, because this is a Sainsbury's hanger. This is not Sainsbury's jumper. This is a Topshop jumper. So yeah, this was the only jumper in the haul, and I'm not gonna lie, I've worn this quite a few times. I am very much in love with this jumper. It was £29, actually not too bad for a Topshop jumper. Like they can go up to like £40–50. So I was quite surprised at the quality of this when I got it. It is a little bit cropped, but it's like the right level of cropped, so you can still tuck it into like high waist jeans, high waist like midi skirts, everything like that, which is great. It's not itchy, which when I first like saw it and touched it I was like, oh please don't be itchy. It's not itchy at all. It has got like texture to it, but it's really soft. It's very comfortable to wear. It's so cozy and warm. I am very much obsessed with this jumper. In terms of sizing, they did it as like small, medium, large, that side of things, instead of like, you know, your normal 10, 12, 14, 16, blah blah blah. I would usually get like a jumper in a size 12, so I got a medium. So if that helps, we'll obviously always check the size guide if you are interested in this. But yeah, it just looks really nice on. I've worn this with jeans, I've worn this with midi skirts. This mini skirt, spoiler alert, and I really like it. It's very comfortable. I am petrified of getting anything down it because it is so like light and creamy. But yeah, I really like it, and I really wanted, I've got a couple of kind of cream jumpers, but they're both like high roll neck ones. They're a little bit more of like a dirtier cream, like a grey kind of cream. I didn't really have a nice cream jumper, so that was something I really wanted this year, and I was being very fussy about the ones that I looked at. But this one, it caught my eye. It caught my eye. I really liked it, and I really like it on as well. It's so nice. Yeah, let's see it on, shall we? Okay, so this is the cream jumper. I mean, I wouldn't wear it with white jeans, I don't really think, because I feel like it's too much. But these were just the jeans I had on when I was filming the video, so they just stayed on. And of course I'm wearing a black vest top underneath too, so I really planned this out well. But yeah, I love this jumper. I like the length of the sleeves because they come up just a little bit on my hands, so it just makes them feel like really super cozy and lovely. It is super, super soft. It is described as a super soft jumper. It is super soft. I really, really like it. Just the fit, in terms of where it falls for cropping, these are like high waist jeans from Topshop, just their straight ones. I'll link them below if you're interested as well. I love them. My belly button is about just below this button here, and without tucking them in, the jumper comes just a little bit lower than the belly button, but for high waist jeans you can just like tuck in and you're done. It just looks really nice and cool and effortless, but still super chic. But yeah, I really, really love this jumper. It's definitely stained. They have it in like a mustardy yellow colour, so I'm very, very tempted to pick that up as well. Or any other colours that they do for that matter, because I'm obsessed with it and I love it. So yeah, this is definitely a keeper. This one is staying. I fully blame I Am Charlotte Olivia for this purchase. I will link her down below. She's basically like my style inspiration for everything. I discovered her on Instagram like a couple of months ago and I've been obsessed ever since. Like, I'm always pinning her outfits and stuff. But she featured this skirt in a Topshop haul on her YouTube channel and on her Instagram profile, and it's a kind of very thick knitted midi skirt, which isn't necessarily something I would have looked at myself and gone like, oh yeah, I really, really like that. But I saw it on her and how she'd styled it. She basically styled it, not with this exact jumper, but with like a cream jumper, or like tucked in, kind of like this, which is how I will style it in like the cutaway in a minute so you can see. And yeah, it's very like fitted. It is quite thick, it is quite heavy, it is very, very warm. I went out last night wearing this and like a thick jumper and I was so warm by the end of the night. I was like, I was sweating. I was definitely sweating, but it's very, very comfortable. It is, how much was it? It's £29 again, so again, not too bad. And again, they size this as like your small, your mediums and your larges. I got it in a large. This, I probably should have got it in a medium, but I don't think they had medium when I bought it, otherwise I probably would have done. The only reason I say that is because when I first put this on, it's very, if I wear this like a skirt, like it's supposed to be worn, it's very much like a maxi skirt. It comes all the way down to my feet and it's not quite how I wanted it. So what I've been doing when I have worn it is I pull it all the way up so it's like a boob tube dress. This sounds really weird, but it works and it looks really nice, and you'll see it in the cutaway as well. But yeah, I pull it up kind of like a boob tube style and then it falls at the right height on my legs. I mean, really I should take it back and get a medium, but I quite like the fact that, you know, actually at some point I can wear it over, like when it gets really cold I can wear it as a maxi skirt if I wanted to. So yeah, I really, really like that. But yeah, that is that skirt. I will definitely be keeping it. I am actually going into a Topshop tomorrow, so it might be, if they have a medium of this, I might try the medium on just to see if it like fits a little bit better, and if it does I'll probably buy the medium and then send this one back later and get the money back for it. I haven't like made up my mind on that one yet, which is why the tag is still on it. But yeah, I really, really like the idea of it. I love the style of it and I love it when it's like the right length. And there's a way for me to have it the right length, which is why I haven't sent it back. But yeah, I like it. But yeah, let's see it in action and I will show you what it's like as normal and then what I do when I pull up. Okay, so this is the knitted skirt and this is just how I would wear it with like a t-shirt, and this is where you can see like the length, and you can see it's very much like a maxi skirt, which isn't bad. It doesn't look bad like this. I don't dislike it like this. It's just not quite how I was envisioning wearing it, but it's fine. Like during like winter when it's like getting really super, super cold and cozy, like this would be really nice because it is thick and it is super comfy and I do like that. And I would just wear it with like a t-shirt or a jumper, like the cream jumper I would throw on over the top. That would be like really, really cozy. So on its own, like if I didn't find like the medium size instead of the large, this would be fine, this wouldn't be bad. But if we, bear with me, if we do a little magic, and I'm basically recreating I Am Charlotte Olivia's outfit. throw that on, and then if I just tuck that in about a little bit, pull it over. Like, this is the kind of outfit I was like envisioning when I ordered it, like this sort of like length, so like a proper midi length, with like a nice jumper, whereas if I think I left this as a maxi with this like big comfy jumper on the top, it might be a little bit too much, maybe a little bit too granny-ish. But this just makes it look a little bit more relevant and a little more trendy. So this is probably how I would wear it most of the time. But I mean, I'm not mad about the fact that like when it's normal it's like a maxi skirt, like that's fine. I just prefer it like this. Okay, midi skirt number 2. So I wanted to get a midi skirt that wasn't black because I have a snakeskin one which is like neutrals and lots of blacks, and I have a black one with like little red flowers on it. And I was like, I really liked the idea. I'm very into my reds and like my burgundies and my neutrals for autumn right now. And I saw this one from Topshop and I really liked the idea of it. I liked how it looked on like the model, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll get that. Slightly different kind of like style to, in terms of like how it fits to the other ones that I've had before. So yeah, I was really excited about this. And like I said, midi is kind of like my thing. I love styling midi skirts with like a cozy jumper or a t-shirt, you know, whatever I'm fancying or whatever the weather's doing that day. So yeah, so I was very excited about this, and it was, how much are you? So I did get this in a 14. And if this was £35, it was one of the pricier items of the haul. I was a bit disappointed by this. It does fit true to size in terms of like around the waist. If anything, it's probably a little bit too big, but I think that's just because where I've been going to the gym more and I've had my personal trainer and I've been better with my eating, I have like lost a bit, and like my waist is like shrinking, which is good, don't get me wrong, but my ass just isn't going with it. So it's a little bit big around the waist, but also much like the other one, this is very much like a maxi length, which is not really what I wanted. And like if I could have like pulled it up a bit and had it at like a proper midi length, then this would have been quite nice, but unfortunately I can't do anything with it like I can like the knitted one. I can't like pull it up as like a dress and do it that way. It just wasn't working. And like the fact that it's like a really thin material, it has the slits. I really liked the idea of it. It just doesn't look quite right on me, and the fit wasn't quite there, and it was just the length wasn't really what I wanted either. So unfortunately this will be going back. I think if you're tall, it will kind of fit at the right length for you. I'm about 5'4", so again, not the tallest, but I'm saying pretty average. I would expect it to be this long in like the tall section, and I don't think I got a tall one. So yeah, so no, unfortunately it didn't quite fit like how I wanted it to. It didn't look like I wanted it to in my head. And like again, this time last year I would have been like, oh, it's fine, I'll still wear it, I'll keep it. But like I said, I'm trying to be a lot smarter about how I'm shopping right now, and it's like if it wasn't what I wanted, if I don't love it, if I can't make it work, or if without trying really hard to make it work, then it's going back. And because it's like obviously £35 as well, it's a lot of money for something that I don't love, you know? So unfortunately this one will be going back tomorrow. Okay, so this is the red midi skirt. I mean, it's dragging on my feet, so it's definitely not a midi skirt. Again, it's one of those I was like, if it was up here a little bit more, then I think I would have liked it a lot more than I do. Although maybe not so high slits if it was that high. Like I said, I really like the idea of it. It's not that it doesn't fit nicely, like it just, like it's fine, it comes in at the waist like it should, although it's a little bit like big around here. I could probably get like my arm in there. But that's fine because it had to go over my ass, so I get that. And it fits fine in terms of like up here and like around my bum and everything. It's just not keen on like the length of it. I don't know, there's just something about it I don't love. I'm just not like in love with it, and I feel like I really should be in love with it, but I'm just not, so. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I already have like a jumper dress from Topshop that I got last year, so when I saw they had one in like this sort of colour, I got very excited. I wear like my midi jumper dress from Topshop quite a lot. I really like it. I love the way it fits. I love everything about it, to be honest. It's just perfect. So, and I wish At the time last year they did different colours, and I wish I'd gotten more colours because it was only like £29 when I got it, so it wasn't, which is really good for a Topshop dress. And it's really, really good quality, and it just works so nicely. I really, really like it. So when I saw this one, I was like, oh, it's a little bit different, but I really like the colouring of it, and I was like, oh yes, let's get it. It's not the same. The one I have last year is a lot thicker, it's like a lot softer, and I think it's like better quality, but this one is still nice. It's a lot thinner. It's like the fabric's a little bit kind of roughish but not itchy, which is good. I really, really love the colouring of it. I love that it's got like the rusty red with the black. I think that's really cool. This was £35, so actually more expensive than the one I got last year, which doesn't make much sense to me because I think the one I got last year is better quality than this, but I don't know, I'm not part of their pricing team. So yeah, and I got it in size medium, so again it was like small, medium, large. In dresses I will usually go for like a 12, so if you're thinking about it, and that helps. But I really like the length on this. It actually works out quite nicely. It's definitely almost a maxi, but it's not quite a maxi. It's in between like midi and maxi, but it actually works really nicely with this. It's very, very comfortable, it's very flattering. It's not fitted, so again the one I got last year is a little bit more fitted, so you don't have to worry about with it, but I do anyway because again my top half and my bottom half are like two completely different sizes, so it just works better for me. With this one, like, you would need to wear a belt with it just to like cinch it in, otherwise it just kind of goes a little bit weird on the mid part. But again, that might just be because I am two different sizes top and bottom. But I actually really, really like this, and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of it. It's a lot more casual than the one I got from last year as well. So the one I got last year I wear for like dinners out, and if I want to look like a little bit more smart casual and everything. This one I think will be, I would wear this to the office, don't get me wrong, but I think it's a little bit more casual than the one I have last year. But I do really like it. I like the colouring, the fit was really nice, how it feels is really nice. It kind of like does everything I want it to do, so yeah, I like that one a lot, so that one is staying. Okay, so this is the red and black kind of knitted midi dress. This is more midi, so Topshop do know what midi is. But yeah, so this is the dress. So this is it without the belt. I will add a belt in a minute because I do feel like I have a lot of excess fabric around like the waist bit here, but I don't have any like around my arse here, so I think it is just because I'm two like different sizes, and like I said before, where I've been doing a lot more like gym stuff, it just isn't fitting in as it should. But I really like the length. I love the gold buttons that go up here. I feel like they're very cool, and obviously I can just kind of like unpop of these if I feel like I want a little bit more of a slit going up the side, which I like. I really like the fit. I love this with like the blonde hair. I feel like this looks really, really cool. But yeah, if we had the belt that I'm using in this video, by the way, is from New Look. It's like one of those Gucci dupes. But yeah, so immediately with that, like, I've suddenly like got my waist again, which is nice. So I would wear it with a belt, but no, it fits really nicely. I mean, I'll probably wear some like Spanx or something to hold this part of my stomach in, but I really like this. Like I said, it's thinner, so it's not as warm as my other one. It's like say it's scratchy behind my back, but that's because the tag is still in. But yeah, I really like this. I think this would be really nice with just like black ankle boots, even my leopard print ankle boots, this would work, or even like white Converse if I wanted to be super casual. My leather jacket, even like my denim jacket, like there's so many ways I would wear this. And yeah, I really, really like it. So this is definitely a keeper. This was a winner for me. Now if you recognise this pattern, you have been on my Instagram. Hi. So this dress, I wanted a couple more midi dresses to wear with like some more sleeves that weren't so summery, because a lot of my midi dresses are quite summery and they're all like spring-like. They're not really, I mean I can wear them in autumn, but not really. So I wanted a couple more like midi dresses for autumn because I know I will 100% wear them. It's like my uniform. And I saw this one, and I already know I love the pattern because I have the play suit in this pattern, and it has like the same top half as the play suit. So I was like, yeah, no, I know, like I like how that looks. So I was like, yeah, I'll get the midi dress. This was, I got it in. So the first place where I went wrong, I got it in a 14 instead of a 12. They didn't have a 12, which is why I went for 14. And in my head I was like, well, my play suits are 14 and that fits quite nicely, so I should be fine. It fits a bit differently to the play suit, so I probably should have gotten a 12, first of all. And this was also £39, so the most expensive thing of the whole haul. I do really, really love the pattern, and you know, where it falls when you're wearing it. This is definitely more of a maxi dress for me. Again, it might just be because I got a 14, but still, just because you're like a bigger size doesn't mean you're taller, and it really bugs me when brands do this, because I'm not. I'm just 5'4", like I'm not tall, unless they were in the tall section. If you say it's a midi dress, make it a midi dress, you know. It really frustrates me. Just saying. So yeah, so it's definitely more of a maxi fit. This top half is way bigger than the play suit, so the play suit is a 14 as well, and the top half I can get away without having to wear a vest top. Wouldn't be able to do that with this one. It would literally, I would be flashing everybody left, right and centre. So yeah, the top half, it doesn't fit the same as the play suit, and I know play suit, dress, completely different garment, but the top half, literally, if you compare how the top half of the play suit looks with the top half of the dress, it looks identical. It just doesn't fit as nicely, like it's way, way, way too loose. It does cinch you in at the waist, but again, not enough for me, but that's probably just because it's a size too big. But then it has this, all of that I probably could have like worked with. I would have been like, that's fine, I'll exchange it for a 12, because they then had a 12 in stock. To be fair, they had a 12 in stock the following day that I made the order, which is very annoying. But so I could have just exchanged it for a 12. But the real kind of deal breaker for me is this drop waist bit. Now, I don't know if I just didn't notice this online or what. This could be just me not realising that it has this, but this falls at a really weird place. And you'll see, like, when I put it on, it falls like kind of about 3/4 of the way down my bum. So it kind of fits to there, and then it flares out, and because it flares a little bit at a really weird position, it then makes my body shape look very, very weird. It makes my, like, after like that top half, it makes like my bum look a bit bigger but weirder shapes, like it makes like my legs look, it's just not flattering having it fall there. I don't know if I got a size smaller that it would be much different. I can only imagine that it would, I don't think it would be much different, to be honest, in terms of it might fall a little bit higher, but I still don't think that's going to be flattering for me. So for me, this dress is definitely a miss, mainly just because of that drop waist. It's not flattering for me in the slightest. I think if you're a lot slimmer, or you have more of like a less of an arse, let's just say, it will probably be a little bit more flattering for you, but for me it just wasn't at all, and I just couldn't get on with it. So yeah, that one is also going back. I mean, you can see it's really big on top, although the arms don't feel big, but this bit is just so big and gapey and open, which the play suit isn't as bad as this. And it's the same flippin' size. And then yeah, we have this, like, this is like the drop waisty bit. It just hits about halfway down my arse, if that, and comes out, so it just makes me feel like it's even bigger. It like comes just under my stomach on this front as well, so it kind of makes me feel like I look a little bit pregnant, because it just emphasises the fact that like this part of my stomach isn't flat, which no girl wants to be reminded that that part of her stomach isn't flat unless she is actually pregnant. And when is it okay to ask a girl if she is pregnant? Never. So yeah, but again, midi, it actually came kind of in between maxi and midi, but again, they obviously know what midi is, and this is a 14, so I don't know what was going on with those, but again, but yeah, it's, even if like I add a belt to like this part, that brings the waist in a bit more, but then it just again emphasises like this problem area, which I really don't want to do. So yeah, like the top half I probably could have got on board with if like I'd gone like a size down, but it's just this bottom half, like it emphasises like this massive problem area here for me. It makes my arse look bigger, and you know what, I've been working on my arse so it doesn't look so big, so it makes me feel like crap. So yeah, this is definitely going back. This is not a keeper. I'm not impressed with this at all. when you buy a dress for £39, you want to feel a whole lot nicer about yourself than you do when you wear this. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!